What is a deck? Nothing but a miserable pile of staples! Have at ye! Imagine a format where you have no staples, because you can craft no cards, open no bundles, buy no structure decks. Imagine a challenge run where all you have is 80 random Yu-Gi-Oh cards and your own will to survive. Could you win even a single duel on the Master Duel ladder? If you can, you'll be rewarded with one additional pack to add to your collection, plus whatever legacy packs you pick up along the way. Use them wisely, because in a Masochist run, that's all you'll be getting, and every card counts. I'm Hardleg Joe, if you didn't know, and it's time for me to fulfill my destiny. Like Simo before me, I will take up Yu-Gi-Oh's most difficult challenge and try my best to reach the top of the Master Duel ladder under the most insane conditions possible. Grab a snack and lean back, cause it's gonna be a long and bumpy ride. Last time on Master Duel Masochist. Why would you set 2 cards before using Dark Lord? I will stop that. No draw cards for you. Special summon. I can only summon her, and Bottomless Trap Hold. Bye-bye! There's one. Because we know our next turn draw is also a Drytron. So if they don't have anything, and Dark Lords are notoriously bricky, so they might not. Oh. I'll take it! Alright! High stakes battle. Whoever wins this, someone is getting into Gold 3. Could it be me, perhaps? Could I be the lucky boy? Doesn't seem likely, but you know. Stranger things have happened. Oh, we finally drew Chaos Max. And we got a level 8 and the ability to get a normal monster. We could summon this and get the ritual spell and summon it, but we would need another Drytron in order to be able to summon this in the first place. And unfortunately, it looks like our opponent is on branded, like an actually good like branded deck. They got the sleeves that are like, anytime I see these, actually, let me see if I can find the picture I made real quick. I posted this over on Blue Sky, which I guess is worth mentioning. That's like the only social media I have. If you want to follow me and get caught up on, whenever I stream, I usually make a post there. I post Yugi poops there. And just every once in a while, I have random thoughts or I interact. I follow a lot of people on Blue Sky, and I like posts. It's good to like browse, but I don't interact a whole lot. But if you want to keep up on the things I'm doing, that's like pretty much the only place unless you're on the Patreon. Oh, that was all in the standby. I was like, wait, is it already my turn? Like, no. Their turn hadn't even begun yet. I'm still scrolling. I can get to it soon enough. Just you wait. Okay, I found it, but it's my turn to play. Void Trap Hole. If only I could avoid the void. Alright, let's make a painful decision. Sadly, I did not draw a Drytron for turn. That would have let me get the Chaos Max, and then I could have killed them through the Wowbaz. As it stands, let's just get a Shari. It's a risk, but I'm willing to take it. I guess I can also Shari. Yeah, might as well. Because I can just discard this. This summons out of the graveyard anyway. Battle phase. And then we go ahead and hit Aluber the Doober of Boober. Ah, I shouldn't have hit the Albaz first. Now they can do a fusion summon. Granted, if they didn't do this now, they would have done it at the end of my turn, which probably would have been worse. Okay, they do banish the Albaz, which I think makes it harder to get to. No. Granted, there's a chance they use it on the fucking Shari to stop the attack into the Golden Sword Soul. No. I mean, yeah, I'm still gonna blow up the Golden Sword Soul. Adios. And then it's their main phase 3. It's unlikely we can do something, but there is a chance. They could mess up. They don't seem to be playing this the most optimally. Oh. Well, I'm glad they got rid of the Mirror Jade for me. I was really worried about that. Yeah. I would love to get rid of that, please. Fallen in the Virtuous. Okay. You gonna get rid of my Shari? I don't know why you're using that now, but that's fine. Ah, they have the branded opening. Is that game? No, it's not game. It's close. If this thing destroys anything, I'm doomed. My only hope is that I can... No, I don't have any hope. Even if I get a Drytron, I don't have... Like, I can summon this and get the ritual spell, but I don't have enough material to make a thing. That is funny. Monster with the same attribute, eh? Hold up, we might not be out of this quite after all. I didn't realize we had enough Drytrons for this. Arguably, we don't. Ah, branded Retribution. They Retributin'. Alright, I didn't think we had a chance, but there was hope. One more win, get it. Perhaps in another world, in another time, if I had worked on my beatboxing, I could have been a master boxer. I think that's what they call beatboxers. Ah, I see. This would be better if we were going second. Fortunately, it looks like our opponent is another bot. Bot rank up game? Maybe. Probably. I'm just gonna do this. 2,000. We got a Shithana to protect it. If they destroy this card by battle or card effect, we can summon it back and then destroy one of their cards in return. Yeah, 4-card extra deck, like 42-card deck. Name is just a string of numbers, Watt Cobra. Fuck! Hold on, maybe this isn't a bot. I don't think this was in any of the newest packs. If they just play in Watt Cobra with like enough spell traps to like stop me, I may be a deadman. Actually, with this, I can do something really funny, chat. Yep, Watt Giraffe. This is not a bot deck, and they probably will not destroy my normal monster. Yeah, it's like a weird stun thing. Kaboozles, Kabeezles, Kaboozles, Hop and Stop Incorporated. We're gonna do it. Give us any snake, we'll kaiju. If you didn't think we would, well, we do. We're gonna make it after all. Metal Reflex Line? Okay. Special summon. Activate. Give me this back. Anyway, get that out of here. I don't want you making Egyptian god slime. Yeah, I might as well do this. We're just gonna go in as hard as we can. Please don't have Mirror Force. No. They have Blast Held by Destiny, which is like Mirror Force. And they have Magic Cylinder. Funny joke. And now I lose. Now I lose because next time they can just attack for... Yeah, it's just a burn deck. They just attack with the Watt and I'm dead. My only hope is that they attack with the Godarla first. If they attack with the Godarla first... No, because I still take 17 damage! No, wait. If they attack with the Godarla into the Sioux ship, then I win. Anything else and I lose. All in on Wonky. Wonky doesn't even save me. Even if it wonkied and it blew them up, it wouldn't do enough damage to kill them. I've just gotta hope that they use the Godarla and attack the Shari. If they do that, then I win. No, they're not. Damn. Ah, I didn't get out in time. Rip-a-roni. Stupid, dumb. Alright, so we've been at this for about 3 hours now, and not only have we not summoned Chaos Max, but we've only gotten like 2 wins in 3 hours. So it was worth a try, but I think it's time to switch to something a little more powerful. You know, we got 1 hour left in stream. Let's just hop on stun. We've got slightly more powerful normal monsters. We got a Shithana we can add in. We got a 3rd copy of this. So it's slightly more powerful than it was before. We'll see how this does. See if we can get any more wins in gold, because this is probably the last stream of the month, at least for this series. And then next time we'll be back down in silver and we can either hop onto the worm pile and shoot our way up to gold real quick, or we can experiment with something else. Maybe try that pendulum pile we haven't tried yet. So this is stun done 14.10. See how it does. I'll go with the masochism. Well, we've been at it for about 3 hours and we've won 2 duels. So tonight, not very well, but we're switching to a new deck. Granted, that deck is only really powerful if we go first. But I mean, that makes it easier, you know, if we're up against something and they start doing stuff, we can probably, like, unless we got Lightning Storm, or this does really help. They do only have a 5-card extra deck, and they're perhaps Papyrus? A set card? Ah, ninjas. Ninjas are neat. Okay, they doing some combos. Wait, no they not. This don't do anything unless you got stuff in the graveyard. Ah. Okay, so it's not great ninjas. Blazing Mirror Force. I don't think I want to set cards because they have stuff that can do things with that. Mitsu. When your opponent activates a monster effect. Yeah, I think I want to use this because it has 2100 defense and I can't get over that. So let's just put you into the back rooms. Just in case you're playing the Pendulum Ninjas. Now you can't. Well, that was easy. That was easier than I thought. I was like, if we go second with the stun deck, we're not gonna have much of a good time, and here we are. We could have done that with the previous deck. Oh, there we go. Going up into gold 3. That's a rank up. That means we get 2 whole packs. All right, Masochist pack number 1. This is for defeating our powerful ninja opponent. We had to play many, wow. They're like, yeah, you really earned it, buddy. I'm like, thanks. Oh? The Dark Magicians, you say? I do need a Dark Magician girl to really make the best out of this, but I do have a Dark Magician. We were looking at this beforehand when we were doing the Chaos Max stuff, and we're like, we actually have quite a few Dark Magician cards that are pretty darn good. The problem is we don't have any good fusions to pay them off, but this is not a bad one. I don't think we can make it with the Timaeus Dragon that we have, because it needs to use itself, and this takes Dark Magician and a Spellcaster. But this is a pretty good one. It's if a spell trap card is activated, you can draw a card. And then if what you drew was a spell trap, you can set it, and if it was a trap or a quick play, you can activate it this turn. And then if this card is destroyed, you can special summon both a Dark Magician and a Dark Magician girl from hand, deck, or graveyard. So it floats to replace itself. It doesn't count as Dark Magician on a field, at least for a lot of the effects, but still pretty nice. Draw power, and you can get to the traps. We have a bunch of traps that are like not played in the better versions of Dark Magician, but we could maybe make use of them. One of them is like a monster negate, so we could try that. So pretty good start off. We got another Thunder King. I mean, it is a kaiju. It's like the high attack ones, which isn't great. Then we got a Starlit Papillion. This is adventure token support that we already have. Sulfachord Scale. Apply any of the following effects in sequence based on the number of Sulfachord pendulum monsters you control with different names. I'm not gonna bother reading that because I think we have like 2 Sulfachords. And then we got another copy of Azura the Ghost Bow, which we already have. Okay, what are these SRs? We've got Lampfish, which we already have. It's just a fish synchro, not great. Vendred Chimera, which we already have and is not great. And ooh, Protecting Spirit Logath. If this card on the field is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can target 1 monster on the field. It cannot be destroyed by battle this turn. You can use each of these effects once per turn. If the effect of a fairy you control is activated, you can special summon this from your hand. Target a card your opponent controls, an attack position card you control. Banish that opponent's card, and if you do, change your monster to defense position. Alright, it's not bad in like a pure fairy deck. When a fairy activates its effect, you summon it. And then if you're going second and they have like an attack position monster, you can just banish it. Or does there? No, it's just any face-up card. I just have an attack. So it can just target itself, right? So it's like banish their card, change this to defense position. And then if it's destroyed, yeah, not bad. I'm sure it might see some use if we eventually get a fairy deck together. I don't know what that would be. I don't think we have like any fairy decks. Who knows? Maybe the new Dark Lord support, we get all the best stuff with that. Seems unlikely. Pretty good pack overall. And then we get another one for persisting against the ladder. We ranked up. And we get a UR in this one too. Ooh, somewhere in here. Simul Archfiends. Is this the new support? This looks like the guy from, what's it called? The Magic Key stuff. This turn, neither player can special summon monsters with the same card type, Ritual, Fusion, Synchro, Ixie, or Link that they already control. If you control 2 or more of the same card types, All Ritual Fusion Synchro links that you control gain 500. I mean, this is a floodgate against certain decks. Yeah, maybe. The thing is, like, they have to already have something, and at least with the way our stun deck is situated, if they have an Ixie monster, like, on the field, we kind of already lost. We need to prevent them from getting one. Limiting them just to one only works in a deck like Labyrinth, where you have a whole bunch of ways to like gain advantage. But maybe someday, if our deck gets better. Ojama Duo. Special summon 2 Ojama tokens to your opponent's field in defense position. They can't be tributed, and each time one is destroyed, the controller takes 300. During either player's turn, except the turn this was sent to the graveyard, you can banish it, summon 2 Ojamas. I mean, it's good if you want to play Ojamas. Unfortunately, they can use the tokens for a link summon. I wonder if this is any good in Genesis. Maybe. Maybe. And we got Arcana Force 6? No, 4. Arcana Force 4, the Emperor. If this card is summoned, toss a coin. Heads, Arcana Force gain 500. Tails, Arcana Force lose 500. Probably not worth it. Then we've got Rainbow, which we already have. Armor Blast is an Inzektor card that isn't particularly useful to us. And let's start on this side. Oh. A Royal Rare! I guess we opening 3 packs this time. If you don't know, we have the Royal Rule, which is if we get a Royal Rare, we get to open a pack that it comes from, the secret pack that it's in. So Perform Mage, Fire Dancer. Pendulum effect, you can target a Perform Mage. If it attacks a defense position, it does piercing. If this card is normal or special summoned, add a Perform Mage from your deck to your hand. You can only use this once per turn. If this is destroyed, you can target a monster on the field, it loses 500. So it's a searcher. It's like a level 4 searcher. It's a 6 pendulum scale. Maybe I'd have to look at what other Perform Mage stuff we have. I mean, we have a chance to get more of it. What are the other 2? We've got Spellbook of Fate, pretty good spellbook card. If you played Yu-Gi-Oh a while, you know this one, and if you don't, this is a great thing to plug Fill in the Jank, which is a series I did. Season 1 is already out. Season 2 hopefully will be out by the time this comes out. And we had a cool episode, I think it was episode 2 on spellbooks, all based around this card. Go check that out. And our last card, Advanced Darkness. This isn't just regular darkness.
This is Advanced Darkness.
All crystal beasts on the field and then the graveyard become dark. If an ultimate crystal attacks, negate the effect of the attack target during the battle phase. During damage calculation, if a crystal beast battles and you would take damage, you can send a crystal beast from your deck to your graveyard and you take no damage. Yeah, this is like, if you've never read the Advanced Crystal Beasts, Advanced gets like a million quotation marks. They're all basically like, this card is sent to the graveyard unless you control Advanced Dark. This is Toon World for the Advanced Crystal Beasts, which are terrible. Despite coming out like 10 years after the original, just absolute dreadful. You would never play them. Just awful. So we got a pretty decent card. We got a thing that we might use at some point, another thing we might use, and of course we get another bonus pack. I assume it's Mastery of the Grimoire. Does this have the featured card in it? No, it does not. Hold up, did that not unlock a pack? Is there not a Performapal pack? No Performapals for us. We're just getting another Master Pack. See what we get. This time there's nothing shiny. Backup Operator, we already have one of her. Sanctified Dark Lord, we already have. Hungry Burger, which we already have. Lightsworn Aegis. Evil Swarm Mandragora. If your opponent controls more monsters than you, you can special summon this. So it's a free level 4, but only going second, which is unfortunately not good for us. Might be good in the plant pile eventually. Trap Hole of Spikes, which is like the least useful trap hole. Crystallic Potential, and a second Underdog. During your turn, negate the effects of face-up monsters your opponent controls. During your opponent's turn, negate the effects of all face-up monsters you control. Yeah, so bonus master pack that contains nothing! You get nothing!
You lose!
Alright, okay. It was pretty good. 4-card extra deck, yeah, like slightly over 40-card deck. They got something they can do. But this is about as good as it gets. We got an Omni-Negate, we got Divine Wrath, we got a Floodgate, and the Divine Wrath can send off the Shithana, which works in the graveyard. So we've got a 2,000 beater, and we've got like 4 ways to protect it. Ah, I see. Lilybell! Ah. It's some kind of burn card. Huh, maybe this isn't a bot if they played that last. Do I want to stop that? No, because it might hurt them more than it hurts me. This just attacks directly, right? Yeah. So maybe this isn't a bot. Maybe it's just some kind of weird burn deck. 2 of them things. 2 of them things. So now we take 1,000 every time we want to normal summon, special summon, set, or activate cards from the hand. Yep, go ahead. 800. I can negate one of these. I can stop them from getting more advantage. I can get over this. I just gotta hope these aren't like 2 mirror forces, essentially. Or like 2 Sakuretsu armors. Otherwise, I just take so much damage. I think it is worth taking 1,000 to get rid of one of them, because if it's like a magic cylinder, it can do way more than that. Ouchie wah. You. This card's still a trap, right? Yeah. Actually, let's flip this up first. Choose wisely. Oh, okay. Never mind. This isn't actually good at all. Okay, so we can destroy that. Go to battle. For some reason, I thought this was Rivalry of Warlord and not there can only be one. And this is why I saved it. No, no, no. Not today, friend. My tennies are unrivaled. Actually, maybe I should have let that go through, because it would have just triggered the Shithana while getting them down some damage as well. And now you run into the big problem with chain energy, which is, if I manage to get rid of one thing, now you're taking 1,000 just to try to summon something. Another one. Another one. And when this does damage, you can target a Trickstar in the graveyard, add it to your hand, which means hopefully they'll attack the other Lily Bell, and then I'll just be able to negate and destroy it with the Divine Wrath. Unless I can't get a copy of itself. No, they just didn't do it. Another one. Alright. Hope dangles on a string.
Another one.
Okay, it's fine. 1,000 to each. Surprise. But it came back. Destroy a card? Yeah. Get out of here, Lily Bell. Again! 1,300. Yeah, we'll take the Omni Negate. So they're top decking and we have an Omni Negate. Unless they have a card that, like, what would it have to be? It'd have to be like an Alpha the Master of Beasts themselves. Something else with like 2,000 attack. They can play one more card. Yeah, like this card has to win them the game. Yeah, so chain energy isn't very good. Yeah, it ain't. Unless it's a continuous trap that stops us. Yeah, I suppose. 2,000? You got the 3rd Mirror Force? They do have the 3rd Mirror Force!
Another one.
But I have the 2nd Fists! My fists are unrivaled, young man! Wow, they really had the Balatro-ass hand, didn't they? 3 of a kind, 3 Mirror Force, 2 chain energy. Wait, that killed them anyway. Good point. Good point. Either way, we beat the burn. We made them feel the burn. Alright, we've been ignoring the legacy packs all evening. We've got 7 of them saved up. Let's just go ahead and get this. Close your eyes, don't look. Here we go. Penguin Sword! Equip only to a penguin monster. Gains 800 attack. When your opponent's monster inflicts battle damage to your opponent... Wait. When the equipped monster inflicts battle damage to your opponent, return 1 card your opponent controls to the hand. The face-up card, your opponent leaves the field by a penguin card's effect and returns to the hand or is banished. Negate the activated effects and effects on the field of cards with the same original name until the end of the turn. Yeah, if you get this and no penguin, then like everything's negated and banished. It's just neat. You need a lot more penguins to make it work. Fire Sorcerer! The female Krillin. She ain't got no nose. Flip. Banish 2 random cards from your hand and inflict 800 to your opponent. I think it was Mimighoul that had a funny combo where you give this to your opponent and then play the field spell that says, like, if they have a face down card, they can't normal summon until they flip it face up. So they flip this, and then they have to banish 2 cards from their hand, and then they can do things? Very mean. Monoceros. His horn too big. He's top heavy. He'll fall over. I feel like we've seen this before. We've definitely seen that before. Keymace number 2. When are they making a memento out of you, buddy? You getting a memento as well? I don't think so. This friend brings out the worst in everyone. Okay, Jax. Rock Spirit. Although it looks weak, this monster is one of the most powerful boulder spirits. I don't believe you. Steel Shell, a water monster, gains 400. Stop defense. I mean, it sure does. Germ Infection. The attack of a non-machine is decreased by 300 every standby phase. Moki Moki Smackdown. If a face-up fairy is destroyed while you control Moki Moki, the attack of each Moki Moki becomes 3,000. Big Moki. Cynet Universe. All links gain 300. Once per turn, you can target a monster in the graveyard, shuffle into the deck. If this is destroyed by a card effect, send all monsters in the extra monster zones to the graveyard. Terrible. Dreadful. Battle Teleport we already have. Explosive Urchin I'm pretty sure we already have. And Scrum Force I know we got last time. So nothing. Nothing except for maybe Penguin Sword if we get penguins. And yeah, everything else on here we've seen before. Let's just go get our master pack. Okay, and then we've got our master pack. We're packing. Something, action. Flip it up. Morphtronic Radion. It's a radio. You ever seen a radio before? Looks kind of like this. While in attack position, Morphtronics gain 800 attack. While in defense position, Morphtronics gain 1,000 defense. Terrible. Dreadful. World Lance, I think we already have 3 of those. Fabled Lurie, we already had. Amber Mammoth, we've already got. Fabled Marcosia. If this card is in your hand, you can discard up to 2 monsters, except for itself, but including another Fabled. And if you do, summon this card. If summoned this way, it gains 200 for every monster discarded. If this card is discarded to the graveyard, add any Fabled spell track from your deck to your hand. Alright, doesn't seem bad if we get a lot more Fabled, but we need a lot more Fabled. Hey, Crusadia Arborea! It's another Crusadia! This makes our Link deck slightly more consistent. We still need the Link 1 in order to make this work, but that'll help. Another Metal Foes Volflame, that'll help the Pendulum deck, and Saberhole. When a monster would be summoned, while you control an X-Saber, negate it, which we won't, so we don't. Let's get back on the ladder. We can do a couple more. Oh, look at Baguska. He's so sleepy. He's just a terribly tired tapir. We get to go first, which is what we want to do. It looks like they've got the Red Eyes box. Not Red Eyes, Red Dragon Archfiend. We could shut down the graveyard going first. Or do this. Dum-ba-dum-ba-dum.
Brown bricks
Dum-ba-dum-ba-dum-bum-ba. Bum-ba-dum-ba-dum-bum-bum.
with Minecraft.
Bum-ba-dum-ba-dum-bum-ba. Bum-ba-dum. Bum-ba-dum. Bum-ba-dum, 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 ba-dum, 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 Inspector Border, bum-ba-dum, ba-dum, bum-ba, woo-hoo, boom-ba-dum, ba-dum, Inspector Border, dump, bump, go, Inspector, go, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum.
It's the most fun you can possibly have.
Yep, I'm a deadman. I'm just dead. I'm dead in the head. I think my only hope is that, no, because they have this and... No, I do have hope. Okay. If they do everything and they make it into a Rise Heart, and then I Divine Wrath the Arise Heart and blow up all the back row, and then go in with this, maybe they won't have the ability to rebuild. That's my hope. It's like Dashboard Confessional said, you know, hope dangles on a string, like slow spinning redemption, winding in and winding out. The shine of it has caught my eye. It's weird because it's not like an especially like amazing song. I didn't even like listen to it a whole lot, but for whatever reason, like years after Spider-Man 2 came out, that song and its lyrics are still just like locked eternally into my head. Damn, they're getting that back. Yeah, so even if I wipe the board, we're kind of screwed. Oh, they hard making it. They cranking that hog. Getting a trap, okay. Oh, and you too. 4 level 7s. They've got so many dudes. Discount Dude, Warehouse, and Big Bang. I thought if you made a Rise Heart with 1 card, using 1 Kashtira monster, I thought it had to be Rise Heart, but wait, there's more. No, they're just waiting on that. Okay. Well, we're still in pretty bad shape. I do still need to get rid of all of the back row. Okay, so we got our 1 of Lightning Storm. Get rid of all the spell traps. You do that. I go, nah, dog, get out of here. You're negated, bro. Then we, how does this work? Special summon this, negate the monster's effects until the end of this turn. Yeah, that really sucks. Unfortunately, I have to do it. Okay, so we summon this. We activate the effect. We put it back. We put that into the extra deck. They do get to look at our extra deck. There's one target I don't want them to take, but hopefully they won't know what the fuck we're on about. I mean, we do still have this Boral Shroud Dragon. That probably looks really scary. Avramax, yeah, that makes sense. We're going to do this. Go to battle phase. I'm gonna kill the Fenrir. Main phase 2. Rescue Rabbit. Rabbit effect. Get our Kabuzals. The problem is making this don't do anything. Not really. I think there's only one way we can clear the field, chat. We gotta gamble it all on a wonky feller. There you go. We got 2 monsters on it. All we gotta do is have them get 1 monster and it clears the field. Let's go. 1 hand trap off the top. 1 time for the 1 time. Yes! Take that, Kashtira! The Masochist deck is coming together. We may lose this fight. We may not have what it takes to beat the Kashtira menace, but we have shown that a god can bleed this deck. We made them work for it through the blood and the sweat and the tears, and they will remember the day that their broken-ass deck had to fight to beat a Masochist challenge. But yeah, I think this is just, they just make a second Arise art and they spin it back. I was like, do we have anything that we could, like, top deck? I mean, they've got another Birth. They don't even necessarily, they make us not make the Shangri-La again. Then they got another copy of that. Yeah, I was like, well, if we get, even if we got Scapegoat, we wouldn't be able to survive to get all the tokens on, and also they banished our 1 copy. At least they got the other one of these that we can't use. There's... No, if they can bring back the Scare Cache, they can do stuff. Like, unless we get, like, the Snake Eye Subversions and we can, like, backroom something. All that for a drop of blood. Yeah, and that's just game, unfortunately. But at least it was an interesting game. Let's go in first. Go in first. Go in first. Go in first. Getting stuff. Doing the things and doing the stuff. Ah, I see. Well, we could have done the Rescue Rabbit, and that maybe would have been the better thing. Instead, I'm just not gonna give them anything. What's up, fucker? Do my best Aneacraft impression. Yeah, I'm playing the confusing pendulum deck. You better surrender. You better get out of here. I hope you don't need your graveyard. We got a graveyard, we got a flip monster, and if they do like Lightning Storm or whatever, then we get a big 3,000 beater out of it. So that's cool. Ah, an Eyes Restrict monster. Yeah, I don't think you want those in the graveyard, but it doesn't exactly help. I think they can equip a face down. I forget exactly how Millennium Eyes works. Your opponent activates a monster effect. Yeah, and it's mandatory. Okay, so when your opponent activates a monster, quick effect, you can target 1 effect monster on the field or in the graveyard, equip it. They might not be able to do it in the battle phase. Okay, they can't take a face down because it has to be an effect monster. I can't do anything about that. So I can Rescue Rabbit, I can get the Kabuzals, and that turns off whatever this back row is, but then if I negate the back row, they steal it. I think the best thing is to just banish her the Radiance. Be like, I ain't activating shit. Get punched on. There we go. And there we go. Well, that worked out better than expected. And with that, I think we've reached our final Masochist pack of the evening. Probably gonna call it there, end on a high note, you know? But I'll take this moment before I open to just be like, hey, you like the channel and you're not subscribed yet, consider subscribing. Like the video. Hype the video? I think hyping is something you can do. And if you really, really like the show and you would like to watch it a day early without ads, you can join my Patreon at the $5 tier. I upload the Masochist every week a day early there, so you can check that out. I'd also just appreciate it on a personal level. You know, any amount helps. I don't take like sponsorships on this channel, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, we got Gigaplant. It's like the only good Gemini monster ever printed. Good in plants, we would need a lot more for that and probably more copies of it, but it's a decent pickup. Then we got Naturia Spiderfang. It can't declare an attack unless the opponent activated a card effect. It does have 2100 attack, so I don't think it's the worst Naturia, but it lives in the same apartment complex as the worst Naturia, and it doesn't do anything to stop their worst excesses, you know? Then we got Counselor Lily. When this card is sent to the graveyard for a Synchro summon, pay 500 life points, and that Synchro gains 1,000. I don't understand the theming here. Why do I gotta pay 5? Am I paying money to like boost the... Oh, because Ego Boost is 1,000, I guess? And so I'm paying money to the Counselor to give my monster an Ego Boost. That's the way I'm going to look at it. Dark Resonator. I mean, this is just a tuner. It's a tuner that can stop itself from being destroyed once if we ever get a whole bunch of Red Dragon Archfiend stuff. There you go. Decent pickup. Familiar Possessed Hita, it's the old Familiar Possessed before they even had a semblance of being good. Special summon this from your hand or deck by sending Hita the Fire Charmer and a face-up fire monster you control to the graveyard. If it's special summoned by its effect, it does piercing. Not great. Not great at all. Oh! Battle Wasp Sting the Poison. It's one of the few good Battle Wasps. It's still not great, but it's one of the few that does something. So if it's normal or special summoned, it adds another Battle Wasp from your deck to your hand. And then as a quick effect, you contribute one other insect monster, target an effect monster your opponent controls, negate its effects until the end of the turn. This is something that like a lot of insect decks play, because if you can end on like a couple extra deck monsters and then one of this just hanging around, it can tribute off something that has used its effect in order to negate your opponent's effects. It's also just like a level 2 tuner. Pretty neat pickup. I don't think we have enough insects to make it work, but maybe someday. Revival Jam cannot be the same. And what's our last card? Can we end off on something truly revolutionary? Well, you know, it's not the best card. It's probably not even a good card. I couldn't say good or great. It's not a great card, but I will play it, especially in the stun deck, because if we can get them down, if we can stop an attack on something, if they like negate like one of our floodgates and try to attack over it, being able to do that little extra damage might just be enough. Well, you know, it'll be really funny. So we got a funny pickup. You know, this series is going to be more interesting the next time we play it. So make sure you tune in every Friday or every Thursday on the Patreon for more Master Duel Masochist. And until then, good luck and have fun.